Everybody, I'm back again, and I'm going to be reviewing Friday the 13th Part 4. This is the fourth film in the series, and Tom Savini is back for the effects on this one. This movie was released in 1984, making 1983 a year without a Friday film. And this is the best. With Corey Feldman in the role of Tommy Jarvis, this is the best, one of the best characters, and I think that most people like his character because Tom is just an interesting guy. And I don't think the Friday films would be the same without him. Now this movie, now in the part 3, that's the one where I got the iconic hockey mask. This is where the iconic Jason really comes from. And the characters in this feel likable. Hard to say. There's been a few like Jenny and Alice, and I do like the Paul, Mark. I do like the Mark guy. Actually, I gotta say, I enjoy a lot more characters from part 2 and 3 than I do the first one. There's like one or two characters. Crazy Ralph's one character I like from the first movie. Yeah, he does come back for a second, but he dies. Why did Jason even kill him? I don't know. But whew. Gordon is a dog in this movie. I'm glad he's alive. It's be sad if he did die. Jason don't kill dogs. Well, that's what Ken Hodder said. But he does actually kill one in part 1. Part 2, I meant. I used to not really like part 2. I'll be honest with you, whenever I do the rankings, I'm gonna put part 2 probably higher than I used to. I used to also I used to like hate Jason Takes Manhattan over Friday the 13th Part 9. And I hate that movie. I hate it a lot. So I do like Jason Takes Manhattan is great looking compared to that movie. I don't get how anyone would be interested in the final Friday film. It's not even a good way to end the series. So okay, so this is where I should say this isn't gonna be an in-depth review. If you want one of those, you need to go watch someone like The Decker Shadow. The Decker Shadow, I think his name is. He made a review of these movies about 5 years ago now, if I'm correct. The Summer of Freddy vs. Jason. I used to love those videos. And, or if you want to see someone about, you want to know what the exact details are about the deaths in the movie, kills, go watch James A. Janice's kill count of it. Friday 13th Part 4. It's one of his first kill counts. And if you want to know how New Line destroyed Friday the 13th's reputation, go to a guy's YouTube channel known as Horror is Dead. It's a great video. It's like 30-some minutes long, but it's worth your time. I recommend it. I genuinely agree with everything he says. He also made one for the Robinson with Halloween, which I'll talk about that whenever I get into Halloween movies. I'll have to talk about this more when I get to Jason Goes to Hell. I'm not excited for that movie. Let's just agree. No one's excited for that. You might notice my tone will be changing halfway through the series. Because by the time my new blood rolls around, I'm starting to kind of see these movies are really good in the first 6. It used to be a lot harder in the 5th one than I was. Well, it's better than anything. The Manhattan or the Ghost of Hey, anything. But yeah, some of the kills in this movie are pretty gruesome. Ted, like Christian Glover's death. And he's like, Ted, where the heck is the corkscrew? I'm gonna say that because I don't want to get demonetized. And he gets Jason hands him the corkscrew, but through his hand, it's like, well, he just brings it down. It's just gruesome. And he gets him a cleaver to the face. Best, if you ask me. Then you have the one with the girls in the rafters, just kind of remake of Kevin Bacon, where like Jason goes under and stabs to the top. There's also the last movie with real Jason. Well, Jason, but I mean, he's not really a zombie, really. He's not as strong as he is in Part 6. Though arguably Part 6 is my second favorite film because I really do like that movie's campiness and I enjoy it for that reason. And Tom Matthews as Tommy Jarvis. But I would say these are my favorite characters of the whole movies. Not Final Girl, because there isn't really one in this one. Ginny is probably my favorite Final Girl. I would say Megan from the second and the sixth film, but I mean, the real movie's hero and the final climactic is definitely Tommy Jarvis. You don't really go fight Jason one-on-one, but he's really good. If she was technically a Final Girl, I would count her as my favorite, but I mean, I don't. But some of the other girl characters in this movie, like one jumps out a window and dies that way. I don't like that. Pretty dumb death. Wait, is it? It's meant to look like Jason pushes her out the window. It's kind of funny, I guess. Ooh, and there's that one where like the guy's watching old films from like, there's like the Ted guy who's watching old like adult pleasures from I'll just say that from the 1920s, and just gets a knife through the back while he's looking at the cinema thing, like from the inside of the projector, and he just slides down. That's pretty cool. I like that one. Oh, and there's Axel, the pervert, creepy Axel. He's watching this aerobic adult pleasure video. Well, there's nothing really pleasure about it. It's funny though. He's like, and then there's like, I guess like the dead girl from part 3, maybe Vera or something. Like he says she's cute, but she's dead. It just shows how much he is as a creep. His death is pretty. He gets like a hack sucker to the throat. That's like pretty gruesome. But the other nurse gets her gut, like gets it fished. It's knife through her. Stab in the abdomen with a simple knife. But it's cool. It's like good effects from Tom Savini, but I mean it's just not as good as the other ones. But actually, this movie I'd say is like my favorite. So yeah, this movie gets the highest rating for me. I'll give it a 10 out of 10. Last movie I gave it an 8 out of 10 because that's what it is. So I think I did at least. So if I didn't, I'll give it that. Next movie, I ain't gonna be so happy about it because I don't like this movie still. Well, I like the funny kind of quirky characters, but I don't like the movie itself. To me, it's just it's different. I get that, but I mean, just I like to see Jason. I like to see some lonely guy. But before then, don't go to Camp Crystal Lake. It's got a death curse. They're doomed. All doomed. Never come back again.